This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. Today, YCN is in Hartford, Vermont for a gridiron clash between the host Hurricanes, taking on the BFA St. Albans Bob Whites. YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in our community. Ramontos in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. And by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire.
Good evening and welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. I'm Jeremy Stout. I'll be joined shortly by Andrew Zerhide, and tonight we have an exciting Division I matchup in Vermont between the St. Albans Bob Whites and the Hartford Hurricanes. First, for the Bob Whites, coming off a 2-7 season. They have a great start so far, 4-1 on the season. Their only loss to St. Johnsbury last week. We'll see if they can rebound here in White River Junction. Over on the other side, the hometown Hartford Hurricanes, defending champs of Division I. They are also 5-1. Their only loss to St. Johnsbury as well. And Andrew, as we look at the Bob Whites, a couple players to look at tonight.
Yeah, so for the Bob Whites, we're going to be keeping an eye on quarterback Nate Laughlin and running back Nate Parody. Looking for the junior-senior combo to be leading their offense.
All right, and for the Hurricanes, like I mentioned, defending champs, 5-1 this season. Big home crowd tonight.
Yeah, so for the Hurricanes, we're going to be keeping an eye on quarterback Tyler Hamilton. He's a senior, as well as number 28, Cody Rhodes, a running back senior. So this senior combination, these upperclassmen, should be a big force for the Hurricanes.
All right, an exciting Division I matchup. It's the Bob Whites and the Hurricanes. YCN Game of the Week. It's next.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and welcome to our Facebook Live audience as well. We are coming to you from White River Junction, Vermont for the Hartford Hurricanes and the St. Albans Bob Whites. Hartford won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking off in the first half to the Bob Whites, who come into this one, as we mentioned earlier, 4-1. Both teams actually coming in 4-1. Andrew, both teams losing to St. Johnsbury, who sit atop Division I standings. Going to be an exciting contest.
Yeah, it should be. St. Johnsbury, one of the best teams in the division.
And the kickoff returned to the 30-yard line by the Bob Whites. That was number 35, Haven Zada, the junior, running back, defensive back. So that's where the Bob Whites will take over, just about the 31-yard line. And we'll get our first look at this offense, who surely puts up some points. Last week scoring 28 in a loss, but their other contest, they beat Burlington 49-14. The week before, they scored 28 against Rutland, only 10 against Mansfield, but 34 against Champlain Valley. So here we go with the first play. It's a handoff right up the middle, and he's met there by a couple defenders for no gain, maybe a loss.
Number 28 is Nate Parody.
Yeah, this Hurricane defense could be strong here tonight. Did let up 33 points last week and 40 the week before, but they can cut down on the penalties.
Right, the previous
could be a strong point.
Yeah, the previous 2 weeks giving up only 7 points each time out against Middlebury and Rice. So this team, when the defense shows up, they can be good. Under center, number 10, Nate Laughlin. One running back behind him, and in motion goes the other running back. The handoff to the first man, that's Parady. And up the middle for a few yards. Going to mark it at the 37-yard line, so it looks like it'll be 3rd and 4.
Tune in every week for YCN Sports Talk, focusing on our region's college and professional sports with the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week and YCN Sports Wrap of high school varsity sports, seen on Sunday at 2 and 2:30 p.m. Check your local listings for other airtimes.
Laughlin under center again, and this handoff goes off right tackle. It's going to be close. Looks like it'll be short. See where they spot it. They have to get to the 41. They do actually put it at the 41, so that will be a first down for St. Albans. They'll move the chains.
It is a first down for the Bobwhites, so 1st and 10 from their own 41.
Getting our first look at this Hartford team and also St. Albans. Common opponent, as we mentioned, with St. Johnsbury. We did get to see them up in Middlebury. We'll see Rutland later this year, who both teams have played as well. And this time in the shotgun is Laughlin. Snap is dropped, but Laughlin picks it up, scrambling around, but he's got nowhere to go. And a sack by a couple defenders.
Nice job by the Hurricanes defense, taking advantage of that missed snap there.
Huge loss that time for the Bobwhites.
Bob White quarterback maybe should have gotten rid of that ball and avoided that loss. That knocked them back. Ooh, it looks about 11 yards.
Yeah, it looks like 11 yards. They have to get to the 49-yard line of the Hurricanes for the first down. So they're coming up with a long 2nd and 21 here. Laughlin will be in the shotgun again. Quick pass out to a wide open receiver, but quickly brought down after the catch. So no yards after the catch. Griffin Knapp on the catch. He gets it back to the 36-yard line.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Mascoma Savings Bank, mutually owned with no shareholders to please. If you want your local event, parade, or concert televised, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
So Laughlin back in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to his left, running back to his left as well. Fake handoff this time goes to Knapp, and then Laughlin can't quite complete it. And it's incomplete off the outside. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just overthrown there. Looks like that was to Nate Parody. Just over his head. He was open on the right side of the field. Would have been tough to get that first down anyway if he had made that catch. Still just a little overthrown, and nice job by the Hartford defense on this opening drive.
So Nate Laughlin also doubles as the punter, as a lot of high school teams do, as we've seen throughout some of the games that we've done. Laughlin will get the kick away. Nice line drive kick. It takes a great St. Albans bounce, and Hartford won't be able to pick that one up. That's going to be down just about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Hurricanes will take over for their first possession. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. We are in the first quarter here in White River Junction, Vermont, where the Hartford Hurricanes take over on their first offensive possession after stopping the Bobwhites, and the first run will be off left tackle there. Number 11, Nick Porter, gaining a handful of yards on the first down run.
The YCN scoreboard sponsor is La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Thank them for their longtime support of YCN sports.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Hurricanes. Handoff again.
Ooh.
And this one goes up the middle. That one goes to number 26, Hunter Perkins.
Hunter Perkins right up the middle.
Hunter Perkins there up the middle with really no resistance by that defensive line. So big gain there by Perkins on his first carry.
Yeah, nice job by the Hartford offensive line there, creating a hole for him to run through. Moving the ball quickly.
Move that to the 37-yard line, where Hurricanes will hand it off again. And this one cuts to the right side, then back up the middle. This one's Cody Rhodes, who's going to get the big gainer, and he gets it all the way to the St. Albans 40 before he is dragged down from behind, but not before a huge gain on first down.
Well, the Hurricanes have a number of running backs who can hurt you, and Perkins and Rhodes there, and Rhodes clearly has the speed and has the elusiveness to pick up the extra yardage, and almost broke free there for the touchdown. And the Hurricanes really marching down the field here very quickly.
Man goes in motion. That one's number 11, Nick Porter. Handoff again, and once again up the middle, and Hartford is content to do that, and they're going to keep doing it until St. Albans can stop them.
5 yards that time for first.
Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show can be seen on YCN's WYCX Outside Television at 5 p.m. every weekday. Tune in daily and get up to date on what's happening in sports.
So we've seen a lot of runs so far tonight for the Hurricanes, and a little motion on the line. We'll see who jumped first. I want to call it a false start on the Hurricanes. That'll move them back 5 yards and back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10.
5 yard penalty. So it makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and flags have hurt Hartford early on this season, and a lot of teams struggle with that, but especially the Hurricanes. They can just limit those flags. Should be a very successful team.
And a successful team last season coming off the Division I championship.
Right.
And 10-1 record. Beat St. Johnsbury in the finals, 24-14, as we see the handoff goes to Rhodes, and it looks like he's dragged down just at the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard behind, but it'll bring up 3rd down. Ball will be marked at the 30, just across the 38-yard line. So bring up 3rd and long here, inside 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score yet. First drive for the Bob Whites. After gaining a 1st down and then losing some yardage, they ended up having to punt. Now Hurricanes' first drive here has been successful. First test on 3rd down. Drops back to throw, and that's completed to Porter out on the left side. Past the sticks, 1st down, Hurricanes.
This job by Hartford and Tyler Hamilton, their quarterback. Just a nice, easy throw there to Nick Porter, who's open on the left sideline. Number 11. Made that play look easy there. Pretty good gain, and obviously even bigger. Keeps the chains moving. 1st down now. Hurricanes looking good early in this one.
That's always a test on these high school teams, how their quarterbacks will perform. They do run the ball a lot, but as you can see, Tyler Hamilton is able to air it out when he got a completion there. He'll be in the shotgun this time. Pitches to Porter over to the right. And that's going to be maybe a loss of a yard.
Number 54 coming up, Tucker Gaudette, along with 35, which is...
Mark it just over the 24-yard line of the Bob Whites, and the Hurricanes having a successful drive, using a lot of clock, keeping the ball on the ground. Only time they threw it, it was complete, so it basically kept this clock moving. We're already at 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's always a good strategy for a football team. Try to keep the ball on your offensive side, hold it for as long as possible.
The fake pitch, and then Hamilton will keep it. Looks like that will be enough for the 1st down. So a little trickery there as the fake pitch caught the defensive line off guard. The hole opened up, and Hamilton kept it himself. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12.
Yeah, Hamilton very good at making that fake there, faked out. Ton of the Bob White's defenders there. Nice play by him. Sets his team up very well here.
So inside the red zone now is where you really want to cash in, and the pitch this time goes to Porter. He goes to the left side, but really nowhere to go. A trio of Bob Whites there for the tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the Bob Whites there, just completely eating up Porter. This would be a big stop for them if they can pull off Hartford.
Yeah, big stop there. 4 yards in the backfield, so 2nd and 14. They can get the 1st down at the 2-yard line. But they're really going to need to get some yardage here in this next couple of plays. Under center, Hamilton keeps it, looks downfield, and it's tipped away at the last minute. Looked like that was tipped away just before the receiver caught it.
Yeah, I think that was number 7, Ian Manahan there with a hand on the ball. Nice job by him. That would have been a touchdown for sure if he didn't get a hand in there, so nice job defending that ball. And now looking at 3rd down.
Penalty on the field. So it's going to be on Hartford, so you'd imagine that would be, it'll be 3rd down and 14 if the penalty is declined and take the incomplete pass. But they are going to take the penalty, so it'll bring it back to 5 yards, replay 2nd down.
Today's telecast is being brought to you in part by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more. All YCN games are now on Facebook Live at YCN News.
So 2nd and long. Just about 2nd and 19, 20 yards. Hamilton under center, fakes to one handoff, then he gives it to Rhodes, who cuts it back up the middle on the trap play, and really didn't get anywhere. Give credit to this St. Albans defense. They have now really buckled down after giving up a huge chunk of yardage on the first half of this drive. Now when you get down inside the 25, 30-yard line, they've really stiffened up.
Yeah, clearly their red zone defense is pretty strong, at least early on in this game. And Hurricanes having some trouble moving the ball. And that flag definitely hurt this drive. Let's see if they can overcome it.
Now you're at the 22-yard line, so you don't really want to go into, this isn't really field goal range. Hamilton with a fake handoff gets it to Porter, cutting it across the middle. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but at least now maybe 4th and manageable.
Yeah, let's see what the Hurricanes decide to do here. Not sure if they have a reliable kicker or not. It's definitely 4th down territory.
So 4th and a long 6. Clock continuing to move inside 3 minutes in a fast-moving first quarter here from White River Junction, Vermont, where the Hurricanes and the Bob Whites looking to stay in the hunt for the #1 seed in Division I. Both teams 4-1 behind Burlington and St. Johnsbury. Under center is Hamilton, and he hands it off. And nice little run by Porter. Nick Porter scoots by one defender and into the end zone for the touchdown.
A nice play there by the Hurricanes, and a couple of fake handoffs, and Porter got the ball and rolled out to his right side. Nice choice by him, too, rolling out all the way to the right. He was able to beat his defender. Made it look like an easy touchdown.
Number 11, Nick.
4th down, that's a big play for the Hurricanes. Nice job by them getting those 6 points.
Very nice. After it looked like they were going to be stalled, the big penalty, and then a few-yard loss. But they rebound nicely and get the touchdown. Now they'll go for 2. Hamilton hands it off. It looks like that was to Cody Rhodes. And he gets a 2-point conversion, giving the Hurricanes the 8-0 lead on their first drive with 2:13 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. First quarter action, where the Hartford Hurricanes with the 8-0 lead over St. Albans Bob Whites. St. Albans having to punt on their first drive, and then Hartford taking it down the field over 70 yards on their first drive, converting 4th down. And the squib kick there was directly to the Bob Whites up man, who kind of bobbled it for a second, then fell on it, and it will be a good starting position here for the Bob Whites, 49-yard line. That didn't look, I didn't know if that was intentional or just kind of was supposed to be a squib kick, but lucky for the Bob Whites, didn't quite catch them off guard. They'll start at the 49.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. We'll choose the team member that had the greatest impact.
So the Bob Whites here, two running backs in the backfield. The pitch goes to number 28, Nate Parody, and he's able to get to about midfield, maybe a yard there on the carry, bringing up 2nd down and 9.
Number 56, Hiroji. Nearly 2nd down and 10.
So it's clear that they will give the ball to Parody.
Yeah.
He caught a couple out of the backfield last drive and obviously got the handoff there. line up in the backfield, and they're not afraid to send him in motion. But they do have 4 receivers now with quarterback Nate Laughlin in the shotgun. Parody to his right, hands it off to, he keeps it actually. That was the fake handoff, and he'll keep it in the little Wildcat option play there. Laughlin, 7-yard gain.
But he is eventually met by number 10,
Bring up
Charlie Packard from the Hartford Hurricanes.
3rd down and just about 3 yards.
3rd and 3.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, like you were saying, Jeremy, if that squib kick was intentional or not, but if it was, I think that says something about Hartford's strategy here, not afraid of the St. Albans offense.
Right.
We saw that a couple weeks ago as Hollis Brookline was doing the same thing against Merrimack Valley.
So there's Laughlin under center, 3rd down and 3. And goes in motion, the handoff to Parody, and he is going to be brought down. That'll be close to the sticks. Just going to see where they mark it. They look like they'll mark it short of the line to gain. It will be 4th down, but very short. And you got to imagine, this is 4-down territory here if you're the Bob Whites.
Yeah, I think so, and I believe that was number 53, Reese Thompson, the junior there on that tackle. Nice job by him forcing this 4th down on Hartford.
Laughlin under center. And he hands it off, and Parody breaks free. Looked like he was going to get the 1st down, but then all of a sudden he comes out on the other side of the pile. And a nice gain. Good 4th down conversion. Keep the chains moving.
More than enough for the 1st down. So now
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Ramontos in Claremont. Always fresh, always delicious. All YCN games are on Facebook Live at YCN News.
So the ball now at the Hartford 33-yard line, 1st and 10. It looks like St. Albans will be content to let the clock run down in the 1st quarter and get out of this 1st quarter only trailing 8-0. And they currently are driving, trying to tie this game up. So after 1 quarter of play from White River Junction, it's the Hartford Hurricanes 8, St. Albans Bob Whites nothing. We'll be right back. YCN Game of the Week.